Welcome back to yesterday's news today. We got five great, no, actually not so great stories for you today. So, according to reports, Saudi Arabia, Silver Lake Private Equity, and a Jared Kushner backed affinity partner firm are looking to close a $50 billion deal on EA Games. This is being called the largest leveraged buyout of all time. This will make the company revert back to being a private company. Good news, they won't have to answer to shareholders anymore. Bad news, they will be directly controlled by Donald Trump's regime, who is already quite notorious for silencing their critics and censoring any media they deem unfit. And the King of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. If you don't know anything about Mohammed bin Salman, here's what former Kotaku writer Ian Walker wrote about him and Saudi Arabia's plans in 2022, the Saudi Arabia Private Investment Fund. In reality, however, Saudi Arabia 2030 is largely a propaganda campaign focused on whitewashing Saudi Arabia's atrocious human rights records. The regressive monarchy seemingly hopes that aligning itself with entertainment industries around the world might loosen the purse strings of businesses wary of investing in the oil-rich country's economy, especially with the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi and the ongoing US-backed Yemeni genocide still looming overhead. So yeah, great news. Great news that Sony has announced that the PS5 is its most successful console generation to date. They haven't called it the most financially successful console generation, and this was revealed by Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Hideki Nishino during his recent keynote speech delivered in Japanese at the Tokyo Game Show. According to Sony, the PS4 generation made about $107 billion, PS3 hit $71 billion, PS2 $44 billion, and PS1 $24 billion. Whereas the PS5 generation has made $136 billion so far, with plenty of room to grow. Now, with the PS6 on the horizon and a potential new handheld in the next generation, PS6 could absolutely crush those milestones by miles, considering, this trend. Bowser is finally defeated. Doug Bowser, president of Nintendo of America, is set to retire at the end of the year and will be succeeded by the first female president in the company's history. The future is female, after all. Devin Pritchard, the current VP of Revenue, has been in the industry for 20 years and is a long-standing member of Nintendo of America's leadership team. In the announcement, Bowser says, "One of my earliest video game experiences was playing the arcade version of Donkey Kong. Since that time, all things Nintendo have continued to be a passion for both me and my family. Leading Nintendo of America has been the honor of a lifetime, and I am proud of what our team has accomplished in both business results and the experiences we've created for consumers. Now it's time for the next generation of leadership, and Devin's track record speaks for itself. She's an exceptional leader, and her promotion is testament to her strong performance and strategic contributions to the company's growth. I have full confidence that she will guide the company to even greater heights." Pritchard herself said, "I'm humbled and excited to take on this new role. Doug has been a fantastic mentor, and I look forward to building on the incredible foundation he has helped establish. With characters and worlds that offer something for everyone, my focus will be continuing to build on Nintendo's legacy of surprising and delighting our longtime fans, while at the same time welcoming new players into the Nintendo family." I'm pretty stoked for this. I'm pretty stoked. I was skeptical of Doug Bowser when Reggie stepped down, but I think after being very pleasantly surprised by Doug, I'm gonna just go straight to being like anticipating what Devin has planned for us. Anyway, off to the next one. The new Xbox branded ROG Ally X is now available for pre-orders. Just kidding, it is sold out everywhere. Now, while this should be an exciting moment, it is hard to be excited when the Ally X retails at $999 USD. The less powerful Xbox Rog Ally, however, is merely 599 USD. Now, these won't run all your Xbox games, but with the new Xbox Play Anywhere program, you get the PC and console licenses for your games, which is pretty great news in spite of it all. For 1,000 big ones, however, you could get a laptop that isn't just more powerful and useful than the handheld. However, if you are just looking for a gaming handheld, there are also better options in terms of price for similar performance. But as a fan of the Ally, I find the initial launch price to be a tad bit too high. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. And our last piece, Bendy and the Dark Revival is getting a physical Switch release finally. Silver Lining Interactive has announced that a physical edition of its first-person survival horror sequel, Bendy and the Dark Revival, releases yesterday, on Switch. The physical edition of Bendy and the Dark Revival is out today, and you can pick it up from Silver Lining Direct for roughly about 50 USD. So if you have any young horror fans in your life, this is a superb buy for them if they use the Switch. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for more of yesterday's news today. Slosh out.